Arnold Schwarzenegger pumping iron. What is Kevin doing now? So, what is he doing now? Hey guys. Yeah. So, what am I doing? Well, for as long as I can remember, I've been very interested in bodybuilding, and as you know, that some of you may know that I did it for a long time, and then, but when I bought this house, I stopped because the physical work that had to be done was too much to do the physical work and to go to the gym. So I stopped 2 years ago, and I'm almost finished. I just have a few more little things to do, as you know, you always have something you do in a home. But I'm getting itchy feet and I want to go back. So I thought, I think I'll do a little bit of it, a little video, like a recap on what I've done in the past, and then so I can show people what I've done in the past and then what I'm going to do in the future. Okay? So let me take you over back to the computer and I'll show you some pictures. Okay? So how did I get into bodybuilding? I don't know really. I guess one time I must have seen a picture or something or watched a film. I don't know if I seen Pumping Iron. I don't think I seen it at that point. Anyway, I seen something and it got my interest, and I got in, started getting into it. So at first, I had no idea about bodybuilding. I didn't know, anything about it. How to get, I didn't know anything about nutrition. I didn't know how to train. I didn't know how to do anything. And where I was at the time in the Army, there was no weight training equipment at all. So, what to do? Well, I found a place where I could buy some magazines, and I started going to buy magazines. And back in the day, I'm talking about like in 75, 76, 77, very difficult to find anything. So anyway, there was a shop that I could drive to that was like two hours away or so, and I could find Muscle Fitness there, or whatever it was called at the time. But I studied that thing like it was the Bible. I read everything about nutrition and training techniques and resting and you name it. And I just read and read and read for years and years and years. And that's how I learned. So, I started pretty early. Oh, not that early. So here I am at 12 years old. You can see I was pretty skinny. Strong body and strong mind, but I didn't have much muscle mass. So for some reason I always wanted to build muscle. So here I am with a guy, Bob Dormady, and I was in the Army. We did tug of war, and we were the gunner champions, 1981 I believe, and Bob and I were the new ones in the team, so we went and got the trophy, and it was like very, very heavy. Anyway, we won, but the training was very, very hard. So, but I did it, and it was fun. Looking back, if there was a scale on how hard you trained, I don't know if you could. I know I probably couldn't do it now at 60, but it's at the time you think to yourself, how can you do that kind of training? But you did it, and we won. So, okay, there's me in 1990. I was in Bovington as a teacher and training with Andy Coots. We trained very hard for a long time, and you can see I got some muscle tissue there coming on now. It was difficult, really, because for 3 years I hardly seen any, I seen a change, but not any drastic bulk. So I guess it took a long time to condition the tissue before it started to move. And then once I started, just kept at it and at it and at it and worked hard for years and years, and then finally it started to grow. Okay, here's me in Greece on holiday. This is in '92, so starting to get a bit more bulk now. Still not a lot, but getting some. Okay, and this is me in 2000. I was in England. I'd already finished the army about 3 years before, and I was going to the gym a couple nights a week. And I trained with a lot of power lifters, so I was training pretty heavy, but I never took steroids. I was just eat well and trained hard. So, and I think at this time I was about 19 stone, something like that. I'm not sure what that is, about 115, 120 kilos, around there somewhere. I'm not sure. But so I managed to get some size on, and I was very, very happy. But I had the feeling I wanted to go traveling. So, and I wanted to move to America and travel around America. So off I went to America, and I bought a motorhome exactly the same as this. It's a 1993 Allegro Bay. So wandered around America for and driving around in this for between 16 and 18 months. So I ate some wrong food and grew a belly, and but I had a good time. Drove from Florida Keys to the Arctic Ocean, all over the place, California, everywhere. This is the back of it, and the bed's inside here. Back here, and petrol tank, water tanks, everything you need is in there. But it was fun. So the only thing I did really while I was in this was walking and probably eating too much of the wrong foods. Okay, so here I am now. I'm in America now. I have a home, and I'm in the back garden. You can see the trousers are really, really baggy, and I wore them for a reason, because I had been walking a lot to lose the weight that I had gained. And if I took the belt off, it would just they would fall to the floor. I'd lost that much weight. Okay, so here I am, I'm in Bali here, doing more cycling and keeping heart and lungs going and just keeping yourself fit. So then I moved to Thailand, and I started bodybuilding, but I got myself really sore and tight in my joints, so I did some yoga for a while to get myself loosened off. And once I got loosened off, I quit and stayed back in the gym and was running. And when you run at the regular circuit, you go to the different places, you meet the same people. I met this guy. He's 70 years old, 70 in the age bracket of 70. I'm not sure exactly how old he is. I was 50 something there, and he was 70 something. But he wanted a picture. But you can see I pretty slim there. Got some muscle mass, so looking pretty good. Obviously not too much leg development because you're running a lot. But really nice guy. And met this lady too. She's really, really sweet. I met her at several different events, and she won something in her age group. I think she was in the 60s group, but she won a race in her age group. Really sweet lady. Still running there, look. Okay, so now I'm back in the gym. This is February 2015. So I'm getting some size back on me now. Getting some size back on. Getting some development. You can see up here in the traps and deltoids and chest are looking pretty good. Bicep a little bit. Okay, this is me after training, relaxing. You can see here some, I would say, pretty good development with some vascularity. Okay, so it's coming on nicely. Pretty good development there. Some pretty thick there actually. Yep. And there's some deadlifting. 100 and some kilos for back development. And then I got to home, and when I got the house, I decided to stop and concentrate on the house. And this is the river early in the morning by the side of the house. And this is the house, you know, as it is today. Looking pretty good. The house is coming, house is basically finished. It's got a few more things to tidy up, and the garden's looking really good. There's more to do, but it's doing pretty good. And this is me last week. A friend of mine came, Mark Cooney, and took this picture, and started losing the belly, and been resting up, feeling I got energy again. So looking forward to get back to the gym. So that's my little brief resume of training. I'm now 60 years old, and but I'm getting itchy feet, and I want to go back to the gym. And I don't think I'm going to have any problems at all. I'm just going to take it steady for a couple of weeks, get the muscles going again, get the tendons going again. Take it, go really steady, and then get the body introduced back to it and get going again. And then I think after a couple months, after say 2 months, I'll be, I think doing quite well. Normally it takes between 3 to 4 to 5 months to get your body going again, to really, so you can I won't want to say hammer, but so you can train hard. But I'm just happy to go back to the gym, take my time, relax, but focus and work hard and see what happens. I'm 60, so my mind is definitely there. I just have to be kind to myself, and I think won't have any problems at all. I don't have any medicines. I'm not sick in any way. So the aim is just, the body is designed to work. So if you work it and eat well, rest well, keep your mind right, then you'll stay healthy. So I want to go back. I think I'll train like 2 to 3 times a week again and see what happens. So that's me in a nutshell right now, and then after a couple of weeks I'll probably come back and give you an update to let you know how I'm doing. All the best, guys. See you later.
Thank you for watching and hope you enjoy.